Oh no. Has this ever happened to you? You go to use your flour because you want to bake something or any dry goods that you have and you just grab and you open it up and there's bugs or black things or creepy crawly things in there. An alternative to this is using a vacuum seal, but if you can't afford one because they are kind of spendy, I have an alternative method to save you and save your dry products. So come with me and let's take a look. Welcome back to Normal Prepping. Do you know you can preserve your dry goods and save money at the same time? And with this method I'm going to show you, you don't even need electricity. So let me show you the method we use. I will explain to you why you want to preserve your dry goods, and I will give you detailed instructions on how to preserve your dry goods successfully. If you're like me, when you buy your dry goods, they come in the original packagings, and you're always thinking of ways to store them differently and keep them fresh. I've done several different methods. I've put them into different bags, Ziploc bags. I've put them into snap containers. I've put them in jars just with the lids on them. Just trying different methods and different ways to keep my dry products fresh. My flour, my sugar, my brown sugar, my mixes I buy, my seasonings. I put everything in, and I try to seal everything so they stay fresh longer. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna start with my bag of flour, and it is in the original packaging, as you can see. And so I want to get it out of this because I don't want it to be filled with bugs or anything crawling in there. So, because this has costed a lot of money and I don't want to waste money. It's one thing I don't like doing. What I'm going to do, here is my jar. We are going to put the flour in the jar. And I have this little handy thing I use for when I pressure cook and can. It just helps the flow of so everything doesn't get all spilled all over the place. So what I'm going to do is pour my flour in my glass jar. As so. Whoops. Yeah, it's a little powdery, but it is flour. Shake it on in here. Get it. Oh gosh, that was perfect. Look at that. Get it up to the top. We might dust off the dust. Shake it a little. And here I have a jar of flour. I'm using this jar as an example. It's a small jar. Usually what I use are these big jars. So I use several of these. I put labels on them, just like this. This is my masa mix for flour tortilla. And I vacuum sealed it and put it in my pantry for storage. So what I'm going to do here, now that I have my flour in my container, I'm going to get one of my seals for my candy jars and put that on top. I have this sealer for jars. And then what this does, it's a food saver sealer, which you could get go to our link to purchase these. They come in 2 sizes. I will show you. They come in the large for mason jars and the regular mason jar lids. You set this on here. Next, what I'm going to use is this little pump to get the air out of my jar. What this is used typically is to bleed the brakes of your car. But for my purposes, which I think is pretty handy, I'm going to use this to take the air out of my jar. So now that I have my cap on here, I'm going to get this end and stick it in this hole, which is going to seal my jar. Whoops. Go like this, just hold on to it, and then you start pumping. And you look at your gauge, and what you want is your gauge to get between 400 and 500. And then that's the amount you need to suck out all the air in your jar. And this is a manual. So, if you have power outage or you're just trying to save money and not use electric, because it is expensive, you can use this. And if your hand gets tired, I lean it up on the counter and use it this way. So I'm going to keep going now. Till I get to between my 400 and 500. So that way I know it's sucking out as much air as I need. And just work at it. You know, I'm not very fast. I'm just taking my time, watching my gauge. The reason why I like using this manual pump is because it's not sucking up any of the flour in your pump. The vacuum sealer, Food Saver, you might have that issue where it sucks up the flour, but it's still a great option if you don't like this one. The main thing is to get the air out of your jar. There you go. I'm between 400 and 500. So let's just take a look how this sealed. Ooh, music to my ears. Oh, my ring came off, but look at that. Sealed. And that way, this is going to keep your flour fresh. There's no air in it. No bugs will grow. And anytime you want to use your flour, you just pop this lid off, measure out what you're going to use, put the seal back on, use this, and you reseal your jar. You will not lose any, if you were to use any spices or anything like that, you won't use flavor. Everything will stay fresh, airtight, great for storage. And if you want to see how I store these, watch my previous video, and it explains how I store these to protect them in my cabinets. So I really hope you like this video. Like and subscribe. Send us as many comments as you can. We love to read your comments and we'll answer them as much as we can. And thank you for watching Normal Prepping.